Get ready for this bonkers custom Royal Enfield GT 650. It's going to get crazy. Royal Enfield is booming at the moment, with rising sales, multiple model refreshes, and the new Meteor launch. However, it is the rather excellent Interceptor and GT Continental models that are still going from strength to strength. A nod to the stripped-down cafe racers that zipped around London in the 1960s, the Royal Enfield Continental GT 650 has been a roaring success with throwback style and a warmly rumbling heart. An air-cooled 648cc parallel twin engine. One thing that really stands out about this bike, its looks. The compact curves, bubbly gas tank and shiny chrome are simultaneously gorgeous and delightfully retro. They combine to recall a simpler time when we didn't need fancy electronics, touchscreens and GPS to saddle up and hit the open road. You know a bike has nailed that vibe when multiple people ask how old your bike is and are gobsmacked when you tell them it's new. This Continental isn't all show no go though. While a 648cc engine may seem small for a brand like Harley-Davidson or Indian, it's actually Royal Enfield's larger classically styled bike. Headquartered in Chennai, on the Bay of Bengal in eastern India, the brand is best known for the iconic Bullet, a single-cylinder bike available with 350 or 500 cc's. But the Chennai manufacturer hasn't taken its eye off the custom ball. It's just commissioned a Continental GT 650 race bike from Crazy Garage of South Korea. The GT 650 RS is one of the most heavily modified Enfields we've ever seen. The styling harks back to the glory days of ALA superbike racing in the 1980s, before fairings became standard and the hard parts have got performance upgrades to match. Builder Chi-hyun, the founder of Crazy Garage, is renowned for his race-inspired customs and is making a name for himself in the West too. His skills caught the eye of Royal Enfield's head office, who tapped him to build this GT 650. We've been watching Crazy Garage for a while now, says Aditya Malika, who's part of Royal Enfield's custom program team. He'd already built a GT 650 to race, but 2020 had other plans. We were looking to collaborate on a one-off build in that region, and Crazy Garage stood out. When we eventually reached out to Kim, he jumped on the opportunity and the GT 650 RS was born. The brief was simple: build a custom motorcycle that is unique to your style, keeping the original DNA of the Continental GT and ready to take to the track. Kim has absolutely nailed the brief, and the only thing wrong with this GT 650 is that we can't take it for a spin around a test track ourselves. It's hard to know where to start with the mods because there are so many, but the core of this build is an uprated engine. It's full of S and S cycle parts, including high compression pistons, a hot cam, and a heavy-duty clutch. Fueling is controlled by a Dynamojit power commander with auto-tune, which also compensates for the airbox removal and the custom free-flowing exhaust system. There's a Dynamojit quick shifter too, to keep the power hitting the back wheel as much as possible. It's combined with a quick-action throttle and a handlebar switch that allows the rider to change the ignition map quickly and easily. The oil cooler has been moved to the front of the bike and plumbed in with race-spec lines. Crazy Garage have also removed the EVAP, evaporative emission canister, and pulse air valve to keep the other plumbing to a bare minimum. Since this is a track bike, the ABS and all extraneous electrics were removed. Braking is now handled by a complete Brembo system at the front, including an RCS master cylinder, calipers and new rotors, all hooked up with new hoses from Swageline. Custom carbon ducts keep the discs cool under pressure. The suspension's been upgraded to O-Lins with a one-off set of custom 43 USD forks and a TT Edge shock. That shock is now attached to a single-sided swing arm, liberated from a 90s Honda VFR 400R. It wasn't difficult to mount because it's my job, says Kim. More calculations were required to set up the frame geometry and suspension link rods. Lightweight 17-inch Marcassini rims are shod with ultra-sticky Metzeler Racetech RR tyres. Kim installed the forks using modified Ducati triple trees with custom bars, a stack racing taco, and a Yoshinoya digital temperature meter completing the cockpit. A lithium-ion battery supplies juice to the starter motor, the halogen headlight and LED tail lamp, plus what's left of the wiring loom. One of the most significant mods is well hidden though. The 9-litre fuel tank is now under the seat, and the visible tank is a custom piece made from thin-gauge steel. It's matched to a new fibre-reinforced plastic tail section, which Kim bought off the shelf and then narrowed to match before fitting it to the modified rear frame. Some of the other notable features are single-sided swing arm, quick-action throttle, ECU map switch on the handlebar, no ABS, Ducati triple trees, custom handlebar, LED tail lamp. After a full refinish with a mix of powder coat and conventional paint, the GT650 is now ready to hit the circuit in anger. Kim is quietly confident of success, and who are we to disagree? So let's sit back and marvel once more at this incredible creation.